Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters, self-publishing books. You know what? That's my main business. Yeah, people know me as a podcaster. Yeah, make a lot of money. Podcaster, videographer, vlog, I don't know. Whatever term you want to use. But my main business, the seed of my business is writing and publishing. And I have 9 books on the market, all published by me. Self-publishing. Now, it's interesting because I got an interesting story behind that. I've told it before when I've talked about my publishing legacy. But I remember when my book, Nice Guys and Players, first came out, and I was doing like writing circuits and everything, conferences, networking with other writers. And this is the early 2000s, especially around 2001. That was like probably 2001, early 2002, probably my greatest period and of networking anyway. And I'll never forget this one incident, because the big thing for all of these writers was to get picked up by a major publishing company. That was the major thing. Like you self-published your book, but the whole goal was to get with a major publisher. Okay, but I was different. I was like, I ain't getting with that. And I remember I told this young lady, I never forget the look on her face and the attitude she had when I said, no, I'm not trying to get with a publisher. In fact, well, I'm not going to tell that story. There's another story with that. I'll keep that one private. That's more personal. But in this particular instance, I looked at I said, no, I'm going to keep it. And she looked at me like I was the stupidest person in the world. It was like one of those looks of utter disdain. Like, oh, he don't want to get with a publisher? Okay. But fast forward later, and this is the part I always like to tell. I don't see none of those writers out. I don't see any books by them, haven't heard of them. I don't know what they're doing for a living now. Probably selling real estate or probably selling crypto. I don't know. But the thing is, my books are still selling. I still make money off of them. I can still eat. I can still buy some stuff to get in my little smoothie drink here. Off the books that, and I still control it. See, here's the thing I'll get into some self-publishing general stats in a second, but, the thing is I have control over it. You see, one of the things when you go to a publisher, yeah, they got a major network. They can get the stuff in the stores easier and everything. Easier, that's about it. We'll talk about marketing books in a second. But otherwise, here's the issue. They get most of your money. They get the royalties. They just pay you a pittance of what you can actually make. Now, cross-reference that with a self-publisher. A self-publisher, even if they go through a platform, say like Amazon, you still get most of the money. And then if you could sell it directly off your own platform, you get all of the money. Or use a combination of both like I do. See, I get ebooks, and shoot, that's a whole other conversation. But if you publish on something like Amazon, that's like the major platform to go through to sell your books. And you can self-publish them. They do print on demand. It's probably one of the easiest ways to do stuff. You still get most of the money. And in fact, if you go through their self-publishing, if you go through their platform, most you pay is like a little bit of money maybe to go through, and get some stuff done. A little bit of money. You get most of the royalties. Most of them, not all of them. But say you get some books printed and you set up your own online store. Oh, you get 100%. You sell it directly. See, that's the thing. And as I said, I'm going to get into marketing in a second, but let me talk about this part. I saw a stat the other day that said 97% of the publishing industry is self-published. Let me say it again, 97%. I remember a few years ago, it was 77%. Maybe 10 years ago, it was 77%. Now 97, that's the highest number. Now I saw a few other numbers, but they weren't the most recent. I mean, let's just say for argument's sake, okay, over 90%. Now think about it, you get the money and everything. Now here's another beauty, because of the time that we're in, you can market it yourself, because the main thing that a publishing company did, I mean, yeah, they could design it, they edit and all that stuff, but the main thing is the marketing. The way things are now, you can market yourself. And I've talked about this before with social media. All you need, because I actually know a author. She got several books out. She does all her own stuff. She got them in stores. She's always doing book signings. Beautiful young lady. We met one time at an expo. Real cool. We follow each other on social media. Even did a review of her book on my men's channel. Even did a review of her book. So the thing is, she's just on social media. You know, when you talk about IG, when you talk about TikTok, when you talk about Facebook, YouTube, that's the marketing. And then all you need, you can go, they still have independent bookstores, and even like a chain store like a Barnes and Noble. Depending on where you go, you can get your books in there. Depends on where you go. I mean, that's a little bit more difficult, but an independent store, you just walk to the owner and say, hey, I got these books. Oh, okay, we'll set up this little thing, boom. But even then, of course, you can do vending. And then if you have your own website, you can mail them out. Because even on my website, there's one book I mail. I could do all of them. I would have to hire somebody to pack and everything, but I could. You know, I would have to hire somebody to do it. I need some free time, and still might do it. I'm in the back of my mind. That's like one of the things. I was like, an online bookstore. That's something I might stick with though, because it's easy to pack and just ship them off. But anyway, that's the thing. You can market yourself, because really in business, the biggest thing is not what you do, but how you market it. And see, that's the big thing. Many self-publishers, they just say, let me just set up a web page. It's easy. Web store. Oh, just get on social media. Announce it, just have a link where they can get it. Boom. And that's the beauty of it. But the main thing is you maintain control over your product. That's the main thing. And writing, and the beauty of writing, you can really write about anything. There's no limit to what you write. You just have to be good. So that's the thing. So anyway, just wanted to share that, because I'll just say one of the things I encourage writers, because if you can, and it don't have to be like some like Pulitzer Prize winning like literary work. You can write a how-to book on just something you have knowledge of. And if you have trouble writing, it's industry for ghostwriters as well. So anyway. And you can still, you know what, honestly, there's still room for publishers if you to type. I would say this, if you wanted to publish other people's books, because some people still, even with all I just said, you know, they might feel like they want somebody else to do it. Ooh, another business has come up, I give it to you. They'll still want somebody to like put it out there. But this what just popped in my head. You could offer a service simply marketing books. I'm gonna look that up. Like marketing, if you're real good at marketing, you could set up something where you solely market self-published books. You basically help the people get their stuff out there. You set up everything. Wow, that's something else. Wow. Anyway, that's all I have for today, y'all. But think about everything I said, especially for you writers out there. And if you're not a writer, you might be good at marketing, a book marketing company. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.